humble abode.
Is this your humble abode? Hi, how are you?
This is it.
Okay, where would you like us?
Okay. Well, first, get somewhere where you can just tell us what's going on here.
Okay. Well, I'll take you for a tour of our building first. This is our downstairs, and if you look outside when you go out to the back, you'll see where they boxed in the garage doors. Okay. At one point in time, this area right here were stables.
Stable?
Stables where they had horses.
Okay.
Okay. This is where they had the carriages and where they had the bears that they pulled. Okay. And then, of course, as they modernized, then they took the horses out and they cleaned this all out. And this is where they kept the hearses and all of their, you know, their mobile units. Upstairs where the bar is, as far as we know, as far as the history says, is where they did the embalming.
Oh, really? That's where they did it?
Yes. And then in the later stages when they were doing cremations in the kitchen, this might sound kind of morbid. This is why we put the kitchen where it was, is because the vents were there.
Okay.
For the crematory, but that was the crematory, and if you look at that window where the kitchen goes, that was it.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
get a closer shot of that.
And when we go into the back room where the machines are, that was a viewing room. We're not certain on the other side where we have our liquor room if that was another viewing room or if it was a sitting room or a combination of both. We're really not quite for sure.
Okay.
Upstairs, which is totally trashed, is where they lived. The people that own this, that they lived here.
They lived above the funeral
Right.
house.
There's two more stories on.
And those are trashed up there now?
Oh yeah, we have two of our offices up there, but
That's supposed to be most likely where you find ghosts, where it's trashy.
yeah.
They like the chaos.
And if you go up to the third floor, it's you can almost get that feeling that it's weird, you know.
Okay.
But couple of the girls have seen things. We had an instance down here because there's no smoking down here, where he has a picture of a party, and after the picture was developed, you can see the.
Yeah.
So I'll show you that, but this is pretty much, you know, when we've had instances of the girls, they'll turn the TVs off and they'll coming through, turn the lights off, and they'll come back and the TVs are on. We had one instance one day where the girl was just behind the bar and a glass just burst.
Wow.
You know, so.
Now, what was I going to ask? You'll come back.
You had asked me if they want an exorcism or if you like your ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. What do you want here? Do you want to know information, or do you want to get rid of them?
No, I don't think they want to get rid of them. For the most part, it seems to me like they're friendly. We had a lady that was here from Cleveland. Her husband is a member of a post up in Cleveland. They were here for something, and she came in and she said, "I can feel the presence." Okay. She was at the stairwell when we go upstairs, and she said, the son of the owner." She felt that's who it was the son of the owner.
Oh,
She
okay.
could feel
So
his
he's
presence.
home. He's still home.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously, you know, well, I'd like to find out, what I'd really like to find out is the history of the building, is what happened to the people who ran the funeral home. Did they just die a natural death, or was there, you know, and my perception is that when people leave this world, they don't come back if their life is done. If they leave and their life is not complete, that's when they
Come back.
they come through until that is met. It's like, you know, my wife, on a different subject, every once in a while she'll have visions of her dad, or she'll go home and she'll feel his presence. But he died unexpectedly. My dad died of cancer. He was 75 years old. All of us kids were raised. I have not, and my other brothers have not had any.
Right.
Right. But this is, hey, Daryl, do you have that picture?
Yeah, I do.
Now, this may require several visits from us.
We don't care.
And do you have a problem with an overnight here where we can set up equipment?
No.
Okay,
None,
that'd
none
be-
whatsoever.
Because I'd like to bring back, this is just an initial interview.
Okay.
I'd like to bring back the psychics to let them just walk in and see what they can pick up. And then I'd like to bring back my equipment and stay, say, from 10 to 2 o'clock in the morning,
Sure,
see what I can pick
sure,
up.
that's no problem.
Oh my gosh.
I took that
Oh, yeah.
at a party
Yeah,
a couple
ectoplasm.
of years ago.
That's for her to hear.
I actually took this picture, and when I was pointing the camera out there, there was nobody, there was no smoke, there was nothing. I took it with a digital camera, and when I looked at my camera, I went like, "Look at that!"
That's unbelievable. Oh, wow.
Okay.
They joined the party.
Yeah, and I kept looking at it. The more you look at it, the more you see like the smoke's kind of going up and down and different directions.
Jeez.
This down here.
Yeah, this is right here. Mhm.
My
Yeah.
camera out of there.
Oh, you want?
I got a camera in there. Just take a
Oh.
quick picture, see what we can get.
I have a camera too.
Yep, start snapping. The more the merrier. Because some people might be better at it than others.
Your camera in here?
Yeah. It's in the,
Oh, I see it. Okay, all right.
Okay.
I was right, getting undressed here.
see what we can get.
There we go.
And since this was the horse area, ooh, nice antiques. Maybe something connected with that,
Could be.
With what?
with the rifle. Something could be
The
attached to
rifle's
it.
been here for longer than we can remember. I don't know if there's a date on it or not.
There's something.
It's World War I vintage. I didn't know if there's any 1594.
Don't know if there'd be a,
Do you have anything?
you remember EO, EFO, Winover? Winover?
Leo went over, Junior, and it was donated in January of '94. That was before I got here.
Could be something connected to that. Okay,
Before I was even a member.
show some more. This wasn't the actual mortuary, this is the entrance
No,
coming
the
in.
mo- they,
This area would be where the carriages were kept.
Carriages, yeah.
carriages and the
And
horses.
there was a doors back here.
That's what I
Okay.
told them. If you look back there, you can see where they bricked it in, the garage doors. And then eventually, they had to be here for some time because those garage doors are for free for.
You're not going to take them up in the third floor,
vehicles.
right?
Yeah, we'd like to go up there.
The third floor is there's a lot of debris going up there. You'll have to watch your step. We haven't ever cleaned it out, but there used to be Boy Scouts meeting up there. But it's pretty tore up. And I
It's
think
probably
people
where
were
they
kind
are, you say.
of people were kind of scared to go up there anymore after a while.
That's most likely where you're gonna find something.
And maybe in the basement too.
Yeah.
Anything that's weary and eerie, we want to see it.
This area is where they did the embalming and things like this. And like I said, if you can picture it, that whole room was where they did where the kitchen is where they did the cremation, and that hood is where that's why we
Okay.
where it was. I mean, it's kind of gross, but.
Cooking in a crematorium.
Yeah, it's really, that was really. Hi. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
No, stop. Quit it. God damn it, Bob. I'm gonna leave your camera case here, okay?
And
Okay.
as near as we can tell, this was the viewing room. Okay, I mean, this is in this part we're not really certain of, but if you just kind of look at the dynamics of the of the place, and there's another room in here that's not quite as big,
Ooh. This has character.
so we don't know whether this was this
was.
appears to me like it would be more of a sitting room because of the size. But this is the door, of course. We've got this lodged up against, we're going to throw this away, but this is the door that the girls notoriously will close, and then when they come back, it'll be open, not all the way, just a tad.
Nothing now. Okay. Back here.
Okay.
And we can get you downstairs. I mean, that's not a problem.
This is,
What
you
was
can't do it
this?
right now, it's okay. At least when the psychics come back, we'll let you.
Why is it that nobody can go through the front door?
You can.
Somebody told me that.
No, the only reason.
You die if you go through that.
The only reason that.
This is somebody told me.
The only reason that we keep the front door locked is because of the people that are on the street.
A neighborhood, okay.
Okay, and when the girls leave at night, they go through this door. When we come in, we come through this door.
Okay, this is a good.
But if you want to come up, I can get you to the second floor where our offices and stuff
Okay,
are.
I'll get you going up. This is character here.
We've tried to piece this all together, possibly on how the people live. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, I need a new.
We just recently partitioned this room off, so you have to kind of use.
Need a wider angle.
I gotta find the right
Maybe
key.
from there to there?
No, a wide angle camera. My,
Oh, oh,
need a big one to get all of this.
This room here. If you go on the other side, I'll go take you. This was all open. We just partitioned this off recently, but this had to be the living room of the house. Okay, and we think that maybe this room was maybe the kitchen. Okay.
Up here, okay.
Or this room over here. I don't know if I can get into the lady's office or not, but the lady's president's down there. Because there's a bathroom here. I'll have to get a key for this. This is open.
You can go up. I see what you mean.
See, this was all open. So we think that this was the living room, that this room over here was either the kitchen or the pantry, and that was the dining room. Okay, and then if you go upstairs, which
Yeah, I see what you mean.
is, we'll try to get this cleared out so we can
Yeah.
get up there a little more safer.
Yes.
But it appears to me that at one time that probably the bedrooms were up there.
That makes sense. If this was the living area,
Okay.
public area,
Yeah.
that would be bedrooms.
And if, like I said, this is a big closet here, so I think that was a pantry, bathroom, and this was either the kitchen or the dining room. But you can just, or maybe their office, you know. But you can picture how they lived.
Okay. Go ahead, I got you. This one now. Yeah.
A lot of times the people who have felt any kind of presence, they usually feel it right in this stairwell and downstairs in this one room where the viewing room
This
is.
feels interesting to me. I'm not that sensitive, but this,
Is it interesting to you? I mean,
it feels interesting.
okay, so you're feeling it?
So I'll see what the psychics are about at this point. 'Cause
Are
this-
you gonna bring Ruby or Angel or
No,
Shock Theater person?
She didn't show up. I don't know if she. I told her, but we'll see if Angel can get back there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And she maybe only need to get more than one side a year to start
That's okay.
getting on each other's nerves. So I have to pick who I have to bring. Maybe Angel and Eileen. She hasn't been out for a while.
Okay.
And she's not really, she's more an observer. So they probably won't be interfering with each other.
If you look at some of the woodwork in here, the natural woodwork,
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful building at one time.
Yes, it is. I can see that.
Well, we used to have a Victorian beach house, and these rails, the wood reminds me of it, actually.
Like something that an undertaker could afford.
Well, yeah, yeah, right. You'd have to be pretty affluent.
But the one lady downstairs might know what the name of this was, but I'm sure that we've got some members in here that could
Okay.
tell us originally what the name of the. And see, there was a funeral home right across the street too. One of those buildings, there was a funeral home across the street too. But
You know anything about the history of the area here? Anything happening?
I don't particularly, because I'm not from here originally. There's the fellow that owns Sid Towing. Sid's Towing over here on one of the side streets. Monette. His parents. When you come down here on, we're 3rd and Linden coming together
Yeah.
across from the bank. There's a old grocery store that
Yeah.
has the big mural on it. I believe that his parents own that.
Okay.
I don't know if they own the building or the grocery store or both. But it seems to me that one time I was under the impression that his parents own that. And again, I said, I don't know if it's the building or stuff, but those people are the people that grew up here all their lives, would probably know more about this area than we would. And we do have quite a few people in here that have lived here all their lives.
Okay.
It probably would not be a bad idea to come in here like on a early evening when they're
Yes.
here and just take them back and talk to them. They probably could give you a lot more information about, you know. And the information that I got actually is I got from people who knew of it more, as well as, you know, that their parents and stuff.
Okay.
See, at one time there was this post down the street. There was a VFW 9494, which is no longer in existence. If you go down this way, right across from the U-Haul, there was an American Legion post in an old big Victorian building like this, and I believe that was a funeral home too.
Oh, hi.
And there was one of these buildings across the street was a funeral home, but I don't know which one. So.
Wow. So many in one.
Okay.